So today's instruction will be on how to finish this pillow. So you've got the front and back made, and you left a 3-finger space here. And in that space, we're going to take the cotton and we're going to stuff it into that hole. And you can use a stick or something to push it in if you need to. Just use little pieces at a time so that you don't break open that hole more. You don't want that to happen. So here we go. A ruler works really well. Alright, so we've got that stuffed. Okay, kind of a little bit of stuffing. There we go. Okay, see how fluffy it is now? Now, this is the seam that we need to sew closed. It's just 3 fingers. It's going to be real easy. So we need some string. And don't take too much string because it'll just get tangled up. So you need about 1, 2, and a little bit more. 2 and a little bit more foot of string. And you're going to put the end of the string through this, let's see if I can get this, the eye of this needle. There's a hole in the needle here, okay? And you're going to take the end of the string and put it through that hole. So I'll see if I can do this. Sorry. All right. Let's see here. Now, if you need a bigger needle, just ask. But if I give you a bigger needle, it's going to make the tip, this sharp tip, blunt, and so it's kind of a trade-off. You may want a blunt tip needle, but a blunt tip needle is going to be harder to push through the fabric. So then you're going to double up the string. See how that's doubled up? And the end, twist the ends together like that. Just wrap it around your finger. And then, okay, I'm making a video, sorry. Okay, then take the end of the string through that hole. And if you want a bigger knot, you can take it around 2 times, or even 3 times, okay? But try not to make a too big of a knot. So there's your knot. Now that knot will act as a stopper when you're sewing. So now we're gonna sew. And then, so here we go. Start on the inside. That way you don't have this tail sticking out on the outside of your fabric. That wouldn't look very good. So start on the inside of the fabric. Start in there, okay? And that went through pretty well, but I'm using a really sharp needle and I might not give you guys sharp needles, so you're gonna have to push and twist a little harder. Okay, now tuck that tail on the inside, nobody will ever see it. And then, there's a couple ways you can do this. One way is just to keep looping it around like that, okay? And that way you'll see that kind of a stitch all the way around the edge. Either way, you're going to see a stitch. It won't matter. Okay. Now, if you have a lot of glue on the edge here, don't try to push that needle through the glue. Just find a spot where it's not glued. All right. The other way you can sew, I'm trying to, is down. You push it down, the needle down, and then you pull it back up. So down, and then when you're down, you go up. But try to keep your stitches real consistent and uniform so it'll look really good. Just like I'm trying to keep it where you can see down and then up. Okay, and try not to poke yourself in the finger with the needle. If you do that, just go wash your hand. Okay, there we go. And then just keep stitching until this is closed. And that's really all there is to it. When you get to the end, this is important. Do not cut the string off. Don't just cut the string off. If you do that, all these stitches are going to come out. So when you get to the end, you have to make a knot. So here I am at the end. Okay, and how do you make a knot? You just stitch. All right, I'm gonna try to show you this. I'm gonna stitch and then I'm gonna stitch again. Then when I stitch, you see that little loop that I made? I'm going to take my needle through that loop. I hope you can see that. And when you pull, it's going to make a knot. Do that again. Take the end of the needle through, kind of cross it the other way. I'm trying to hold it in front of the camera for you. I hope you can see this. And there's a loop. Well, there was a loop. All right, let's try it again. Okay, I'm gonna make a loop. There it is. See that loop? Now I'm gonna make a knot by taking the end of the needle through the loop. And now that you have a knot, now you can cut your string off, okay? But don't cut the string off unless you have that knot. And now, there's your pillow. You can just have fun.